Oh man, it looks so nice. Like I'm even pretending to watch it now, but it's all fake because if I'm gonna look at the clock, it's actually down there. But me looking like this looks a lot of fun. So being a JavaScript developer, it's very easy to just limit yourself to the browser land and think about what cool stuff could I build in the browser and so on and so on. But we don't have to do that. We should feel free. And that's why we're going to try to build a live wallpaper using Node today. Let's see if we can do it. So what I want to achieve is to have a really nice looking wallpaper that can also show me the time. And just to make sure that this was possible, I was looking for packages, and I have found two packages that will help me with this. The first one is called something like HTML to image or node HTML to image or something like that. And it can take an HTML document and create an image out of that. And my second plan is to use a package called Wallpaper and take that image and update the wallpaper, and of course do that once every minute so it will always show the correct time. So ahead of time I have created this HTML document. It's nothing special. There is some styling for what the clock should look like. There is some markup and there is some JavaScript just to get the correct time and to set the analog, what is it called? Let me Google this for you. They're called hands, clock hand. So I'm able to set the hands. I also show it digitally as well because I think that will look cool. So let's take a look at what this HTML document actually looks like. So here we have it. This is the clock. I think it looks pretty cool. It's a neon vibe, pink and blue. So my plan is to get this clock onto my wallpaper with the updated time every minute. So we already have the front-end code, so let's start on the back-end side. So I think a reasonable first step would be to install node HTML to image. And that needs Chromium because it's gonna run up a little browser and then take a snapshot of that and give us an image back. So it's quite of a large install, so it will take a few seconds.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There we go. Okay, so let's import the package. So how does this package work then? Node HTML to image. So it takes in an object, and the options that we put inside this object is the output. The output image is something that we can just come up with. I will call it image. And the second one is the HTML. So since we have our HTML in a file, we will need to read that file using the file system. And we can call that variable HTML. So to read a file, we're going to use fs require fs const HTML equals read. We'll read it synchronously. And it's on this folder and it's called HTML index.html. And then we have a callback, we get an error, and we get the HTML. So here we can see if we don't have Or let's do this. If we have an error, we will throw the error. Otherwise, we return the HTML. I think this package actually returns a promise. So here we can say image created successfully. Okay, now is the time that we try to run this. Oh. Okay, let's have a look at it. Okay, so there was actually an error here because what we get back is a buffer. So we need to say HTML is HTML to string. And the format is UTF-8. So now I think we should get taking. Okay, it took some time, but did it create an image? Oh, we have an image. Check out the image. It's pretty beautiful, eh? Great, so the image is generated. So our next step is to use the wallpaper package to set the image. So we npm install wallpaper and import it. Wallpaper require wallpaper. Inside this success we can do wallpaper.set. This is how they say you should do it, and you should give it a path to the image. So that will be /image.png. And this one also returns a promise. So we do .then. Do we get an error? If we get an error, we throw the error. Otherwise, we can console log wallpaper set successfully. I should remove this buffer. Okay, it says it was a success. So if we look, oh man, it looks so nice. Like I'm even pretending to watch it now, but it's all fake, because if I'm gonna look at the clock, it's actually down there. But me looking like this looks a lot of fun. Such a beautiful clock. It's pretty late, but I usually stay up to like 2 or 3, so I still have a couple of hours. So don't tell my manager. I think she's not a subscriber, so I think we're all good. So awesome. So what do we want to do now? We should add this to run every minute. So I know of a package that I've used before that is called node-cron. And it uses cron notation to run a function on an interval. So let's see what that looks like. So we can wrap the whole thing. I guess we don't have to read the HTML more than one time. So we can do cron.schedule. And then if you want cron to run on every minute, you actually just set stars for everything. 5 stars. And then we also give it the callback function. Like that. Ooh, what happened here? What the heck? I need to import cron equals require node cron. So cron.schedule, we move this one to the bottom. There we go. So now this should run every minute. We read the HTML once, and then we have it, and then we can ask node.html to image to read that HTML, and JavaScript will pick up the correct time, and then we set the wallpaper. So now let's start running the script again. So I guess now we have to actually wait a minute, because I think the first time Chrome will run this is after 1 minute. Oh, that was a quick minute. So let's see, do we have a new minute? Yep, it does work. And the last thing I wanted to do was to make sure this script runs on startup. And for that we can use PM2, which is like a process manager for Node. Or I don't know, maybe it does other things. I only used it with Node, so I don't know that. Let's Google it. PM2. It says PM2 is a daemon process manager that will help you manage and keep your application online 24/7. Oh, okay, it's not just for Node, it's for a bunch of things. So to get this file to run on startup is very simple. It's just PM2 start, and then PM2 startup, and then PM2 save, and that should make it run on startup. So I will add how to get this script to run on startup in the README file, and I will link to the repo in the description. So I think we achieved something great here. We have a really cool clock that updates every minute. So feel free to style this clock any way you want. Maybe you want it just digital, just analog. Maybe you can make it look even nicer. And if you do something with it, please send it to me so I can have a look. It would be super fun. If you have questions, you can comment them and I will surely answer them quickly. Thank you so much for watching. I would be happy to have you as a subscriber if you like the content, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!